Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is The Betrayed, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can make an open slash close GUI inside of Roblox Studio. So, first of all, you want to head over to the starter GUI, want to insert a screen GUI. Inside of the screen GUI, you're going to insert a text button, and you're going to insert a frame. You can move the frame down here. You can move it wherever you want. I'm just going to be using auto scale on both the button and the frame. Now you can customize it however you like. I'm just quickly going to open my frame like this. And I'm going to add a UI corner to each of them, just like this. And I'm going to change the font of this to open. Let's make text scaled. I'm going to change the font to something like Highway Gothic, like that. I'm also going to add in a UI gradient to this button and the frame. Actually, we're going to wait with the frame. We're going to start by making the button. Now the color, we are going to make it, let's go for a purple, like that. Let's copy the ID down here, the HTML, and let's paste it over here. And then we're going to move the color a bit lighter, just like that. Can also make another arrow here in the middle by just clicking. Here we can make it a bluish color, like that. Even a lighter blue, like that. I think that looks good. Now for the text, I think a white would look great on this. So we're gonna make the text like that. Oh yeah, it doesn't work like that. Okay, we're just gonna remove the text here. We're gonna insert a text label instead. The size for this text label, you're gonna make the size 1, 0, 1, 0, and it should fill the button entirely. Change the background to transparency to 1, just like that, and we're just going to change the text again by enabling text scaled and say putting open and changing the text to white, just like that. And now we can change the font as well to Highway Gothic, just like that. So now we've got a nice little open button. We can even duplicate this UI gradient right here into the frame, just like that. And now we have this as well. I think it's a bit difficult to see around the button though, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is add in a UI stroke. And what is this going to do, you may ask? Well, this is basically just going to make a little border for the UI. I'm going to paste in the color that we added before, and I'm going to make this a darker shade, just like that. You can see it's a bit easier to see now. We can even make it thicker, like a 3, but I think I'm gonna stick with a 2, just like that. I do think that it's a bit too dark right now, so we're gonna get a bit lighter, like around there. Then I can duplicate it and put it inside the frame as well. And now we've got a nice little UI right here that we can customize to our heart's content. So let's get to the more difficult part of this. Let's get to the scripting. I'm going to name the text button open, and I'm going to name the frame. I'm just going to keep the frame named frame. You can name it whatever you want. You're just going to have to change that inside of the script. Now, we're going to paste in a local script inside of the text button, just like this. You should have this on your screen right now. You should see up here you have 2 tabs. You have a local script, which is the script that you just inserted into the text button, and you have your place 1. You can change between the two by just clicking up here. Now, let's get to scripting. First of all, we want to define the frame that we want to open. And in order to do that, we're going to type in local frame, then do space equal to, And then we need to define this frame right here, because this is the frame that we want to open. So we're going to do, the script is inside the button, so we're going to do script.parent, because the script, when we click on the script, you can see the parent is named open, and open is of course the text button right here. And so now we've defined the button, and we need to define what the button is a part of. So we need to define the button's parent. It's a bit confusing. You'll get it eventually, trust me. You can see inside the button here, when we click it, you see it says parent screen GUI. So we're gonna do, oh, whoops, let's go back. So we're gonna do script.parent. And since the text button and the frame are both inside the screen GUI, it means that we have now defined the frame as the screen GUI. The screen GUI contains both the frame and the button, so we can do dot, and then you can see it pops up right here with the frame and the text button. So we're just gonna press the frame, press enter, and now you've defined your frame. So you've went from the script in here to this dot parent once, and then dot parent. This parent's parent is the screen GUI, and inside the screen GUI is the frame. It's a bit confusing, but really easy to understand once you get the gist of it. So now in order to define the button, we can just do script.parent, which is the button, because the script is inside the button, as I said before. And the text button has a, I guess you could call it an event that's called mouse button one click. And you can see here it says fired when the mouse has fully left clicked the GUI button. You can see right here there's an example of how to use this as well. So if you want to learn more, you can just go read some of the articles on it on pages like Dev Forum. Yeah. And now we're going to connect this to a function, and you're going to drop down, and you're going to see that this is going to pop up with an end. It's because we created a function, and the function ends here. Now, we're going to do, so when we click the button, we're going to do frame dot visible is equals to true, and not frame dot visible is equal to true. Wait, what am I even doing? Okay, we're going to do frame dot visible is equal to true, and then we're going to do, okay, let's start. Let's start over. If frame, so if the frame is visible, so if frame dot visible is equals to true, then frame dot visible is equal to false, else frame dot visible is equal to true. So if the frame is equal to, if we click the button and the frame is visible, then we make the frame invisible. Or if we click the button and the frame is not visible, then the frame will become visible. So let's show you. I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to just click here on the frame, press visible, change that to off. Now we're going to play the game. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So now when we click the button, it should open. When we click again, it closes. Okay? So that's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple script. Not really much coding needs to be done there. Now, you may be wondering, how do I change the text so when I click it, the button changes to close, for example, so you know when to close and open? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So in here, you can see when the frame is not visible, we're going to want the text to be open. So we're going to do script.parent.text label, because that's where we have our text. Because you see, script.parent.text label. So we've now defined the text label where we have our text. The text label dot text is equal to speech marks, and then we want it to be, if the frame is not visible, then we want it to be open. Then we can just copy this line right here, paste it down below. We change this to close. Now let's see if that worked or if we need to do it reversed. See open, and now it says close. Open, close, open, close. And that's how you make yourself a nice little open slash close GUI. Now, yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.